What's happening, folks? I'm Adequate, and today you join me back for our Space Engineer survival series, where we continue to not have a clue what we are doing. Again, this is my very first survival series playing this game, and if you're like me and have never played this game, or heard of it for that matter, just kick back and try and learn it with me, I guess. But before we get into this episode, I need to show my appreciation for all the support on the first video. That first video exceeded my expectations by such a high margin that I can't not say thank you. Usually when you play a new game for the first time, YouTube's algorithm's like, you don't post that. That's not what you usually do. What are you doing? But to be on just under 1,000 views as time of recording this, I was absolutely insane. I just want to thank you guys so much for all the support, and even all the comments giving me tips, tricks, or just supporting the video. I really do appreciate all of them. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this series. If you're new to the channel or new to this game, I hope you stick around, because that would be really cool. So once again, big thank you to everybody who watched, liked, commented, everything. I really do appreciate it. But let's get into I'm pressing all the buttons to undo that. There we go. Okay, then we'll switch the camera back around. So in the last video, we got our power online. We had our basic refinery up online, so you can start finding some more resources. We also got our basic assembler online, and we went and found a whole bunch of ores. We were on the hunt for iron, but it took us like a solid 20 minutes to try and find it in total. So bit squandered by that, but we found loads of other resources on our way, and we eventually found iron. It's not too far away, but it's, you know, it's far enough. So I think it's far enough away that I think we're eventually going to need a ship just to make the journeys worth it, but for now we will use our jetpack. The first thing I want to tackle in this video is our power situation. This is great. We are generating enough power to like substantially power these two things, but say this power dips for some reason. Now obviously with solar panels, the power output will dip based on light percentage, and the same with wind. If the wind isn't windy, then you know, you ain't gonna get any power. So with this power that's being generated right now, all the waste power that isn't getting used is just going to absolutely nowhere. So we want to fix that by building what we somewhat started in the last video, is a battery. So to build this battery, we need all those components in the bottom right. I do want to try and crack this build planner. Somebody in the comments did say it was a combination of like the L1, L2, R1, R2 buttons. So I know it's L2 to put it to build planner, but as to how you quickly put it in our assembler or our survival kit, I really do not know. So I'm going to try a combination of all those 4 buttons and see if any of them work. Okay, I've literally went through every single combination possible and none has worked, sadly. I will crack it someday, and when I say crack it, I mean either figure out the combination for it or figure out that there isn't actually coded into the game for a combination for console. So either way, we'll get there. So, but as of right now, I will go back over and try and make a mental note of all these components. So steel plates, construction, and power cell. We'll do that for 80 power cells. That's going to be expensive. So let's head over to our production tab and let's get some steel plates going. Let's get some construction going, and we need 80 power cells, which we don't have. We are obviously struggling for resources here, and to combat that, I think we are going to try and mine our iron deposit that we found in the previous video. So what I think we need to do is fly over there and try and mine some of the iron. So let's find out, let's make sure our jetpack is good, and let's fly over. So this trip shouldn't take too long, you know, it shouldn't be too monotonous, and the amount of resources that we do get from the iron deposit should be good enough that, you know, it's worth doing this. It's not like we have to do a bunch of these journeys back and forth for a small amount of resources. Usually it is quite vast. So here's our iron, and there she is down there. So as you can see on the right hand side, if we want to actually mine and get resources, we use R2, but if we want to quickly dig a tunnel, it's L2. But you don't get any resources from L2, but it's like a quick way of doing it. So let's just make our way down. We'll turn our lights on too, just so we can see what we're doing. And there we go, there's our iron. I don't know why there's a grey spot. So let's see the absolute atrocity of a tunnel we've left behind. That's actually not too bad. Usually they can be a lot more wonky than that. But here is our iron, as you can clearly see by the different shaded ore. So we'll just go and harvest some of this. Okay, so our inventory is full, but we want to kick out all of this stone that we do not need. So we're gonna drop that. Oh my gosh. Yep, that drops as a holy shit. It's like Indiana Jones. Can we fly past it? Yes, we can. Okay, good. Okay, we got another inventory full. So let's kick some of this stone out again. We have some iron on the floor here already, so we'll just try and pick it up.
Inventory full.
Okay, so we should have... There's some more stone. How do we manage to get stone? Pick up some more iron. Good, okay, so we have 2.76 thousand things of iron. So this will allow us to build our resources a lot more vast, but once again graded with an absolutely beautiful view. Oh, there's a little sand. Did we find that? We think we did come across that sand biome last time. Apparently you can get like huge deserts, like really big deserts, so that would be really cool if we could find like a huge desert on this planet. I don't know if it's guaranteed every time, but I'm sure we'll find it. So with this pure ore that we have, pure iron ore, we need to come to our refinery, which is then going to refine all of our iron as so you can see that the rate in which we get iron is a lot faster and a lot better. Well, I gotta turn that sound effects down because that's piercing my eardrums. Okay, there we go. We're being less deafened now by our refinery. But basically, if we can set our refinery up in a way in which that once the resources are made here, we can just click into our assembler and it will automatically take the resources from this refinery and put it in this assembler. So I think to do that, we need to open up our build menu, and I think there's some sort of connector block. There's a collector, conveyor, is that what we need? Okay, I think it's a conveyor, but it's locked by the tech tree. So what do we need? You have to research it first. No shit. So let's go into our... Step away from this for a second so we can actually hear ourselves speak. Let's go into our tech tree and we will see like what block we need to build the connector. I just gotta search it. Also, I seen with the last video that when like I search for something, you can't see like the PlayStation keyboard that pops up. So apologies if you think I'm just being an absolute wizard. Conveyor, there we go, popped in. Okay, so where is it? It's there. So we need to build a cargo container first. Okay, small cargo container, and this will unlock these blocks for us. Okay, I wonder if there is a cargo container in this little pod, because if so, I don't think there is, because you can get this little cheatsy way that if you like destroy a block but then build it back again. So if we take the likes of our grinder and we grind down this parachute, okay, grind it down, and then we build it back again. Oh, unknown technology. There is a way in which this works. Hold on. Okay, we build our ore detector back. Is that the anything for us? Who knows? What about our antenna? Damn it, unknown technology. God's sake. Ah, shit. This has not gone to plan. Right, what do we need to build back the parachute now? Okay, now we need to search for parachute. So, guys, this is what you're in for. Absolutely someone who has no idea what they're doing. So, we'll search parachute. And where is it? So it's in this block. What do we need? Landing gear. That's okay. So we need to start with the landing gear first. So if we dismantle the landing gear and then build it back. Okay, look, by building the landing gear, you have unlocked new blocks. So we'll build that fully back. So now that we've unlocked these blocks, we can now build back this parachute like so. And now that we've built the parachute, I don't know if these are connected. Nope. Okay, this antenna, I think we must have to build a different antenna first. Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of what we're after. We're after blocks that are already built that we can just dismantle and then repair essentially to unlock it, just to save us coming up with all of the resources required to build that block ourselves. So it saves time in the long run. That conveyor idea is something we do want to eventually get going, but for now we'll just be an absolute slave and just transfer all this iron over to where we need it. So we have all this iron and it should do us a good amount for what we need. Now we do also need power cells, so we're going to take the resources that's in here and basically transfer it over to the assembler. So we'll take all these resources and we will transfer it over to our assembler. So if we splunk all of this in here, we should be assembling stuff a lot faster. So here's our power cell. So it does use the silicon wafer and the nickel ingots, but we should have enough of them. We can build 80 of the requirement that we need. So we'll just build 100. Oh, that's 1,000. Gotcha. Yeah, let's undo that. There we go. So we're building 80. Forgive me, it has been a while since I played this, so not 1,000. Not 1,000. What else do we need? I think once we get it to the power cell, it might be good enough. We might have to do the computer and the construction, or maybe just the computer. So we'll build the computer just in case. So I think I was 25 computers. So let's not build 1,000 this time. So 10, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So if we click into our control panel, we can actually see the status of our wind turbine. So there's our wind turbine. So its max output is 415 and its current output is 281. So we just want to be storing up all this energy because we don't want it to go to waste. We also then, in the previous video, when we built this magnificent shaft, we left 4 spaces for 4 additional wind turbines. And in this configuration, they're not going to impede each other's performance at all. It means that we get a lot of bang for our buck, but we got to build 4 of these wind turbines, which is kind of a pain in the ass, but I mean, more power is always better, because eventually we're going to need lots and lots of power to power potential vehicles that we're going to build. But one thing at a time. So this battery, let's get this battery done first. Oh shit, are we out? What are we missing? Are we out of resources? Oh, it's just yeah, so things like power cells are very much heavy items. Yeah, even our basic assembler gets to capacity. So we'll just try and build all of this, and then we'll take out more power cells and some more, along with well, we can leave the motors in there. The motors are also heavy. Anything that motors or power cells are hefty boys. How many does it have left to build? 13. Okay, there we go. That's all of them built up. So we'll transfer all of these over and build away. There we go. So we have our battery online now. So if we directly click into the control panel of the battery and we come down to the bottom right over here, we will see that the battery has lots of metrics. So the max output that it can deliver to the rest of the system is 12 megawatts. The max input it can do is also 12 megawatts. The max stored power it can have is 3 megawatts per hour, and the current input is 463, and the current output is 2 kilowatts. So at the bottom here, we can see our stored power is going up and up, and this is all the leftover power that's not being used, generated by that one wind turbine, is being stored in here. So we're essentially saving this up for a rainy day. When you first build the battery, it does give you some leftover charge, like initial charge, so it's not completely dead when you first build it. Now this says fully charged in 5 hours. This is not in-game hours. As I figured out, this is real world hours, so if I sat here for 5 hours, it would then eventually be full. But we want to increase this input into our battery, so with that, we are going to build hopefully the 4 remaining wind turbines, if we can afford it resource wise. It is now starting to rain, so we'll quickly see how that has affected our wind turbine performance. So it has gone up, so this might be considered like a storm. It's like it's operating at 110% power at the minute, so we just let it do. But it's good that we got the battery here, because then all this extra wasted power would have been what I just said, wasted. It's good that we're storing it up, but we want to store it even faster. So let's get to building the ingredients for another wind turbine. But like at the minute, we'll have to come up and see what it takes to build one of these. We just got to remember all these components and then basically times it by 4. So hopefully we can afford all of these ingredients. So let's head back down and get these scheduled up. So I'll see you back either when we have all the resources ready or I've run out of resources. So let's give it a go. Okay, sorry, I lied. This is too cool. Another eclipse might happen, which is pretty cool. I don't actually think it darkens anything, but it's still cool to see. Still cool to see. So just while all those resources are building, I know I lied and said I'd cut back, but I lied. We're going to quickly place down all of these wind turbines that we want to build, like so. And there's our last one there. That's all of them there, ready to be built. And we should have all of our resources about to be ready. Sort of still waiting on. That's it. There we go. That's everything. So let's just move all of this into our inventory and we should be able just to build all 4 of these without any problems. Really? Did that just eat all the interior plates? I have a funny feeling it did. That's so annoying. Okay, we gotta use these interior plates like wisely, so we can't like use all of them at the one time. Okay, so we got 40 and I have a funny feeling that it eats all of them. So if we do this, gently does it, gently does it. There we go. Okay, now we should in theory have enough for this. Damn it, it just that just does eat the, we may as well finish it off. So let's just build a bunch of interior plates. You usually can get away without doing it, but it just must automatically eat them, which is a bit annoying, I must say. So let's just build, I don't know how many. There's 80. Maybe build 90 just for the crack. Okay, with our interior plates in hand, this should be a bit easier now. We'll just build all of it. And it should be our last one. And then if all of them are at 100, we can't forget about this one. I don't know if the top one's at 100. Let's see. No, it is not. Well, it can stay that way. Now, I don't know about you guys, but around where I live, wind turbines are usually white. So I think we shall paint these white. So there is a certain menu. I forget what. Yep. There it is. If we come in, we can choose a color painter. Now, I don't think this affects any resources. So we're going to pick the white, and it's in our color wheel now. So we have white selected, and if we simply just click, it should paint our whatever block you're hovering over, but ours is a wind turbine, so it'll paint our wind turbines white, which look excellent. And like so. There we go. So they're all white. So yeah, looks like the color wind turbines are in real life. So I don't know, realism, I guess. So now with 4 additional wind turbines being built, our battery should be charging a lot more faster. So previously with the 1 wind turbine, we were getting charged in 5 hours. With 4, we should now theoretically be charging a lot faster. So yeah, once again, fully recharged in 1 hour. So that's excellent. A lot better. And I guess it makes sense, you know, with 1 wind turbine, 5 hours, if you increase the output by like 5 times, it's down to 1 hour. The math checks out. That is great. That is something we wanted to get done. I think now I'm going to go on a bit of a resource binge, so just so we can get iron, and then we'll do a couple good few runs of iron, and then we'll maybe start collecting like silicon and like nickel and stuff as pure resources. It's just so we don't have to rely on stone at all. I really want to get away from stone as much as possible. So I'm gonna go on a resource binge. We'll cut back either when something exciting happens that I need to inform you guys of, or I finished all my resource binge. So see you guys then. Alrighty folks, and we are back. In that little brief time, I did like a handful of runs to the iron deposit, and then went to the silicon deposit and got a load of, that's only 1 round of silicon. So we have a bunch of iron, which is great, and then we have a supply of silicon, which is also great. But what's the one other resource that we need? Let's have a nosy. I think it's nickel. There we go. We need to find a nickel deposit. Also, silicon takes a lot longer to refine than iron, and I think that's like true in real life, I think. So it kind of makes sense. So it does take a long time to refine your silicon, but you don't need as much of it as the iron, so it all balances itself out. But whilst we were harvesting the silicon, I did notice that it took a while. I also, this happened in the last episode, the sun for some reason just pierces the entire planet to perfectly hit my retinas. So I apologize for this. I don't know how to deal with this other than not look at it, but you know, I obviously want to look at the base, so it kind of pops up. But I think our tools are in need of upgrade. I think we should upgrade our tools, especially our drill. Currently that's kind of like our main thing for resources. So we come over to our assembler, we come to tools. We can see that this is kind of like the prestige logo from Call of Duty or the US. It's like it's basically, it's 1-up. We can actually build the drill straight away, so that's excellent. That's what we wanted to do. So I think let's get the drill going, and we'll upgrade our drill. So it should pop up over here on the right. There it is. We'll move it over to our inventory. Now we don't really need this original drill anymore, so we're just going to move it into the assembler for now because we don't need it. And with this other drill, we're going to move it in our inventory. So if I can remember how to do it, and we're going to move it over there. Actually, we'll not put this in our assembler. We'll take it over to our survival kit. We'll empty it in here. There we go. So that old drill was, I think, a reddish tinge. This new drill, or any sort of new tool you get, changes color. So it is now blue and a bit darker, and I think it performs better, an enhanced drill. I think it actually tells you before you build it. I should have looked at it before building it as to what it does. So if we click into here again and come to production, our tools, usually if you hover over it, it'll tell you just enhanced drill. That's what we're doing. Okay, I think it does tell you somewhere. Wider cutout and faster mining. There you go. That's what it does. So we can mine faster because that silicon one was kind of taking an notice to how much time it took. So we have the silicon ore, done. And now I wonder if we can find any nickel. Did we find any in the previous episode on the GPS? Ores, iron, cobalt? No, we didn't. Okay, hopefully we will. I think we did stumble across nickel at some point. I'll maybe go back and watch the footage. Now, there was a handful of you in the previous video that said not to prioritize form over function, and that everything doesn't need to be perfectly efficient, which is a really nice thing to know, because, you know, in the back of my mind it's always like eating away at me like, this isn't the most efficient it could be, you have to make it absolutely 100%, no waste whatsoever. I'm just gonna take my time. I don't think, apparently from what I hear, you don't need to do that, which is great. I would agree. I am very much a function over form person. You know, if something looks good but it doesn't do what you need it to do, what's the point? But that isn't excuse to be messy or lazy with how we do things. So, and I want to think for like the end goal in mind. So yes, we'll set things up to do this for now, but I think I have a vision in my head of what I want this base to look like at the end of this, and I'm going to slowly work my way towards it. Doesn't mean we have to all do it in one episode, because my god, that would take a lot of resources, but I have an end goal in mind and I can't wait to get there. So with our silicon noisily away refining over there, I think we shall aim to make those connectors or conveyors. I keep calling them a connector, the conveyor, but to do so we need a cargo container, I think. So I think that's going to be our next task right now, is to build a cargo container. So if we're building the cargo container, the question is, where do we want to put it? And I know I just gave a whole big speech of like, you know, it doesn't really matter in the long run, but I do want it to look nice. So I think for just throwing stuff into, you know, that chest in Minecraft that you just empty all your shit into, this is going to essentially be this cargo container. You know, it's not going to be like a resources or a depositing from a ship, not that type of cargo container just yet. I think we maybe put it like over here, like maybe just on that block. So if we come in, I'll have to try and find our cargo container. Oh my god, that is so noisy.
Shut your fucking mouth!
There we go. Bit more quiet now. Cargo container. I think we'll do our small cargo container, and we'll make sure it's the right orientation first. So about there, and I think we build it maybe like this block here. Make sure that works all right. Maybe here. Let's say here. Now it is white from our previous wind turbine antics, so we're going to change that again and just switch it back to the default. So we'll go back over and click like the default gray. Oh no, it's very dark. That one's obviously not the default one. Must be this lower one here. Now can we build it? Does that look right? Does that look right? Okay, I think this is it. I want to place it here. Now we need interior plates first to build this. If we come over to our assembler, we already have some interior plates, so bonus. And then we come over to our cargo container and we can plonk it down as such. So we need some interior plates, construction composite, metal grid. Hopefully, I think our basic assembler has enough for that, like is able to build that. A small steel tube, motor, display, computer, construction composite, and another interior plate. So that's a lot of shit, but let's just say what, like 10 of everything that isn't the construction composite and the interior plate. So to save myself the headache of it, I just took a photo of it on my phone and I'm just sat staring at it. So we need 30. This guy. We need construction composite 35, so just build 40. Metal grid, which we can build, is great. So 10 of those. Small steel tube, 20 of those. 4 motors. 1 display, just the one. Handful of computers, we'll just build 10 because you always need more computers. Oh, we're missing cobalt, that's not good. Another construction composite and another interior plate. So if we come over here and bring our iron over, bring our silicon too. So iron and silicon, there we go. Now it's saying that we need cobalt for one of our resources, which is over there. We do have a supply for it. So does it need the cobalt for the metal grid? It does need the cobalt. So we'll have to come over and mine this cobalt very quickly. Hopefully our jetpack is sweet enough. It is. So yeah, let's go get some cobalt. There's oh my, 70 meters below us. What? Oh my gosh. It's like over here. 53. Flip. Can we, is there any easier way we can get down to it? Probably not. Let's get the digging. And there we go. Cobalt is blue. I think is it blue in real life? I don't know. Well, that's a pretty nice hole if I do say so myself.
What a hole.
But where are we? I've lost myself now. There we are. There's cobalt. Okay, so let's mine some cobalt. I can't remember if cobalt is like whatchamacallit, silicon, in which that it's a very much a pain in the ass. Now we need a little like dump reservoir for all this stone. So if we actually go over here, oh, that's more cobalt. I did not want to do that. Can we go upwards? Go up over here. That's more cobalt. Oh my god, we're just finding this everywhere. We need somewhere to dump the stone. We're surrounded by cobalt, so it doesn't matter then, really, does it? We got 16 cobalt from that. Ah shit, that's way too big. Let's pick that up, and let's dump the stone out the top. This is why I wanted a little reservoir down there, just to save me flying up and down constantly, because that can be very much a pain in the ass. But we'll dump our big boulder and kick it on down. There you go, be free. But cobalt, is this just pure cobalt here? Should be. Oh, our inventory's full already? Wow. Probably again just all stone. Yeah. Oh no, it was cobalt. Okay, I'll give it to it. Happily surprised by that. We've got more cobalt here. Oh shit, did I pick up the right one? I did. Excellent. Okay, so we got a load of cobalt, and that should definitely do us for what we need. And let's head back to base, which is this direction. That must be Mars over there. Hey, I think our basic refinery is done with the silicon, and just as it finishes that, we're going to put cobalt in it. Again, I think cobalt is insanely slow at processing, so, or refining as I should say. It'll take time, but I think we can grab the rest of the resources while that's doing that and get this cargo container built. Okay, so we're missing our metal grade. Do we have enough cobalt now that we can make? Let's see if 5.5 is enough. I think it is. Just about. Oh yeah, exactly. There we go. 5. That's all we needed. Even though we needed 4, so. We're missing a computer, which we should have 12 in here. That should finish it off. Very nice. So now I have a smart cargo container. And we should have unlocked some other blocks now as well. Why is that not the same as that? Let's get back our painter. Can we pick the right color? No. There we go. I think, yeah, that's it. That's on time. Finally. So if we open up our cargo container, we can put in resources that we don't need, or currently, as well as like that drill that we put in, the survival thing earlier. We'll try and get that done. This is going to be very noisy, and it's going to take quite a long time. So I think we'll leave the basic refinery to do its thing. But we'll have our cargo container sorted, and that should, I think, let's see if that has allowed us to build our connector blocks. So there's our battery. By building our battery, we unlocked all these components. So by building our cargo container, we should have unlocked some other stuff. So yep, there we are. So there's our small, well, it's a medium one, but a small cargo container. And yes, it has now unlocked all of our conveyor options. So what we want to do with this conveyor option is link our basic refinery to our basic assembler. So that's just going to automatically pull the resources that are already refined if we ever need it. So we don't need to like manually switch between the two. So let's go to our conveyor wherever it is. So there we go, conveyor. So we click it. So this obviously isn't the one that we want. We want something kind of like this. And as to what direction we put it for, I don't really know. This basic assembler only has one input by the looks of it, so it might just have to be at the front, which is ugly, but it means that we struggle to click into the basic assembler. We could go up and around. I think I might actually do that just so we can keep this control panel somewhat free, you know, and it doesn't really get in our way, just in case we want access to control. I suppose we have a control panel there for the battery, so we're gonna need this connection. So it looks like we need some interior plates. So for the first time, here's some I prepared earlier, and if we then come back to our conveyors, click there, so that's gonna let it go up, and then we're also gonna need one of these to go up, and then we do it like that, and then a little bit of sauce like that, and then we just do one. Nope, not that one. There we go, connected. I know that's an extra 2 conveyors that we didn't need. You know, if we just did one here and one here, you could just add this block straight away, cutting these 2 out. But I like this option. Just being able to go here doesn't feel like it's like walled off, like barricaded off. So I don't mind spending the extra resources to build those 2 additional blocks. So what do we need for these? Let's see. Interior plates, construction, tubes, and motors. Let's just order up a bunch. Let's do like 100 of you, 100 of you, 100 of you, like 30 motors. Ah, nickel. Damn it, we're getting low on nickel. Oh, I don't want to go mine stone. If we actually go over to our cobalt, where we actually got that big boulder of stone, I wonder if it's still there. Is our fuel okay? 49. Okay, just halfway. That's all right. I don't want to fly all this way and then have to walk the whole way back. Okay, there's our hole. We kind of kicked it off this direction, did we? Oh, boulder. Where'd you go? Did we lose it? I have a funny feeling we lost it. Only it was the daytime. They might despawn as well. They could have potentially despawned. I don't want to waste time looking for nickel. I wonder if we head over to our ores. Is there anything else? I really can't see anything. Silicon and magnesium. On the hunt for nickel now. It's one resource after one resource after one resource. I wonder if we really should be doing this at night time, because I cannot see if I'm about to fly straight into a cliff face or a tree. I think we might just have to mine some stone, sadly. I always hate going back to stone. It feels like you're taking a step back, you know. But what needs to be done? Where's our little original starter hole? There it is. Didn't think I'd be back. Okay, let's get some stone.
Inventory full.
Nice. Okay, we'll get some nickel out of this. Even though it won't be a lot, it'll still be something. Okay, we'll let that process and come back over to our other stuff. Okay, so we have a good amount of all this stuff. So let's build all this up. Okay, we're missing some motors, which I think is because... See, now we can't click into it, which is kind of annoying. So I have to click this control panel and then come over. What are we missing? Yeah, we're missing nickel. So then we go see... and go grab some from over here. See how much is made. So we got 5. Oh gosh, that's depressing. 5 whole bars of nickel. Whoa. Okay, that's very depressing how little nickel we get. Damn, I'm gonna have to go hunt for nickel. I can't do that until nighttime. Let's just go get some more stone. I know it's going to be really, really impractical, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, now all of that is finished. We will take our iron, silicon, and nickel, all 24 ingots of it, and input this into our assembler, just so we can get some of the motors finished, hopefully. Okay, there we go. Everything is all connected up. So now instantly all of that should bring it over. And as it did, I think it did just pull in enough cobalt for the metal grids. With all those extra resources we have, we will just dump it in our cargo container. So it holds 15,000 liters. Is that volume, I assume? Yeah, is that a weight? How far along is this in processing the cobalt? It's got a good bit to go, So I think next we need to find a proper nickel deposit just to get our nickel secured. And then, I don't know, maybe expand the base. We could maybe build the front of it out. You know, we've done a lot of like base upgrades, you know, like actual technical stuff. So we could do some interior design kind of stuff. So we'll need a lot of steel plates if we're gonna do that. I don't know if we want to do that just yet, because that is a lot and we don't have a mining ship yet. I think we need to get a mining ship, but I don't think we'll do that in this episode, because that is a big task in of itself. But maybe try and get the front of the base looking nice. So if we come over here and we'll order up a load of steel plates. So let's say 500. Now that probably will use up a lot of our iron, so I feel bad. So we'll go make an iron run, just so we're not left with nothing by the end of it. I wonder where the sun is in terms of coming up.
Energy.
Ooh, our energy. Okay, we've got to go refill our energy just as we come back from the iron. Now, because our refinery is currently busy with our cobalt, if we move our iron over, and then we come and switch it, so it'll start with finding the iron first. So our plates are coming along well, so we'll take them out. So we have our plates. Shall we upgrade our... I think we'll upgrade our welder while we're at it. So if we come over to our welder, just so we can construct blocks a bit faster, so we'll do that. And once again, we'll come over and we'll move it up the build queue, so just there. So our enhanced welder is built, and we'll move it into our inventory, and we'll put our old welder into here like so, and I will move our welder back up to there. There we go. Okay, so we have our advanced welder now. So it's going to be the front of our base. Now, forgive me now, I'm not the most creative person. If I was, I'd be an architect, but I'm not. Do we get rid of... I feel like we get rid of this step. I feel like we get rid of this. So we get rid of that, and then we're going to put some of these blocks down. So 1, 2, 3. I feel like we need to connect this to make it look nice as well. What block would work well here? Let's see. Why you rotated so weirdly? Does this work? Yeah, that works for me, like so. And if we rotate it out again, like that, and then we make a little bit of this action, like so. Yeah, that looks good. Just so, like, from like any angle you approach it, you come up. Now, obviously not this side bit, but you can see you still get up like that. Yeah, I think that's good. I like it. So we'll build this out then. So we'll weld this all up. Okay, so after welding it up, that's what the like little front porch, like the very first step into the base, will look like. Again, don't ask me to paint it, because if I was good at painting, I would have been an artist. Oh, okay, this kind of looks a little bit weird here. I thought that would maybe line up a bit better, but guess that looks all right. I know it kind of like juts out here, and maybe we want that. I don't know. Point is, this looks good. It's good so far. I don't know how we build these blocks underneath. And someone say, you know, oh, you know, you'll never see them. I know they're not built. Okay, and you guys know they're not built. So I'm gonna get rid of these. Just for now, whilst we assemble. I know this doesn't care, but it's the fine details. Okay, and that is as far as, what did we lift out? Like 300 something plates. What you're looking at there is 300 plates. 300 something plates. So, yeah, resources are crazy when you start building up. We have 166 plates. This won't even do us that far, to be honest. We'll build us, what, like 8 solid of these blocks? That's it, 8. We'll be lucky if we get this row done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and after building that, how much do we have left? 34. Fantastic. So then if we airlock this, how would that look? You know, if we put an air, we don't need an air, like it's not necessary, but it's still be nice. Okay, what type of door do we go for? Do we go for this one? Gosh, that's a lot of materials just for a door. Do we build it? Yeah, do we build it on this block, or do we take it one back? I feel like it's too in your face as soon as you get off the ramp, so maybe there. I have a feeling there. Yeah, there works for me. So we'll need some interior plates. Do we have some in here? Yes, we do. So if we build our door and place it down like so, and try and build it up as much as we can only build that many. Just give me all of these resources for now, and just we'll build what we can. We're missing some construction. Okay, we need motors, and we do not have any nickel. Okay, nickel is something we need to do. We could just keep building these up here. How much iron do we have? So we have 1.3 in there. Let's check over here. We have 1.3 in there. So not a lot. Can we build another 100? Maybe 200? Okay, I don't think we can build 200. To mining. Okay, we got our 200 plates. We got some iron stored in there. So let's build up this section of the base. Can we do one more? Let's see if we can build one more row. Probably run out for the end here. Okay, we need more plates, and this should be our last one. There we go. Okay, so that row is done. The base it's coming together, you know, slowly but surely. There's so much. There's going to be so much resources just melded up into bases. I think we're gonna need so much resources that we're definitely gonna need like a little like resource ship, you know, a little mining ship. You can just go harvest stuff for us. So I think that's gonna be the next episode, trying to get all the resources for that. It's quite ironic, you know, if you spend so much time getting resources for the mining ship that's going to get you more resources, but 'tis the way of things. I think we go get some nickel quickly from stone just to finish off that door, just as a sign of like accomplishment, I guess. Oh, there we go. There's some light coming through in a very weird way. It's like, you know, when someone has a flash on their camera, but it's permanent, but it's... Where are we? This has actually made it harder. There we go. There's our hole. Ow. Let's pick up some more stone and get some nickel. I only need 2 ingots. That's it. That's all I need. You can give me that. Ah, for fuck's sake. Again, I pulled back on my controller. That's how we died last time. Where is it? Where's the body? Where did we go? Body location. Hello. Hello, dead me. We want our stone. And we want our plates. Our bottle. Display. Give me the gun and the enhanced tools. Put this tool over here and that tool over here and drag these bad boys over. There we go. Excellent. Like it never happened. Like it never happened. So throw our stone in there. Okay, we have our nickel, and let's head back over here to where we can put our nickel in our assembler and get the last 2 motors that we need. I felt the wafers. Are you taking the piss? Please, 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 please. Tell me we have enough nickel in the survival kit. We have 1.92. Please. If there is a space engineer god, I don't know who, although someone did mention a name in the comments of the last one. It sounded very ominous. Okay, good, we have 2 motors. We'll just finish off this door before we talk about our ominous figure. I have to bring up the name. Let's find what this name was. A Clang? Clag? I don't know. Anyway, it came from Dagonus at Dagonus. Greetings, young space engineer. May the mighty Clag have mercy with you. So, is that the space engineer god? Or is that the pirates? I don't know. Probably some sort of running joke in the community. So, but as I say, let him have mercy on me. And I hope he does. But anyway, we built a door. So, let's close the doors and secure our base and head over to our assembler. So, let's pick up some more of our steel plates. And do you want to build anything else? I think I'll wall this back bit off here. Build it up. But I think if we maybe build, do we want to build a wall here now? I think we'll get the floor sorted first. Let's get our flooring issues sorted. If we come here and then even just build this up. Okay, cool. We have some of the flooring done. Built up over here. There we go. Just like little pathways, so that's what we're using. We were 1 plate off finishing that. Disgraceful. Anyway, so we have somewhat of a weird floor going on. We have a door. Makes our base nice and secure. I feel very secure right now. You know, we also get our power set up. We got somewhat of automation going on here, you know, just so it pulls resources in straight away. I think other than that, I think the last thing we need to do is go find some nickel, and now that it's coming daylight, I think we'll go and do that. So that'll be the last thing we do in the video today. So let's go find nickel, and God knows what else we'll come across. Now, when I was sat doing this for like 20 minutes in the previous episode, I think I did come across nickel. There's no guarantee I didn't. Like, I don't know if I did. I can't say for sure. Let's try and find some now. Hopefully we don't have to go too far away. I don't want to splat again. We've already died this episode, so we can't die again. Oh, what's this? Is this like a fucking cavern? What the shit? I was gonna go, okay, no, it's just a cliff, but it looked like a wee cavern there. Anything? Give me some nickel. I haven't even found any resources, let alone nickel. That's silver. I think we're in the desert biome now. Oh shit. Oh bollocks. Shit. Oh my god, I'm such a dick. I did not check my jetpack. Oh my god. Are you gonna have to run the whole way home? Where is home? Damn it. That's maybe a sign that we need to build more bottles as well. Gonna need to make a list for myself of all the shit that we need to do and gather. So let this be a lesson, kids. Remember to check your bottles before you start flying miles away from the base. Let's see if we can boost ourselves forward a little bit here.
Fuel critical.
Don't care. There we go. Okay, we got a good bit of the way home. We are completely empty. We still have over 1 kilometer to run. I'm not going to make you guys sit and suffer through this, so I'll see you when we're back at base.
Eventually.
And here she is, home sweet home. Okay, so we need to come over here. Oh, now look how slow our wind turbines are moving. So that's why we store up energy. That's why we store it up. And so how slow is, how much energy are they? I'm getting distracted, I know I am. How much energy are they producing? Let's have a nosy. So we go to our first one. It is producing 120, 130 now, but it's going up, so you can tell that the wind speed's picking up and it's returning to normal. But anyway, back where we should have came before we left on our expedition, and we will throw this bottle in. There we go. We should probably build another bottle. Let's restore our energy as well, and that it just took some out of that bottle, so we'll replenish it again. And there we go. Sweet. Okay, I think that was the universe telling us not to go that way, so we'll go this way and see if we can find any nickel. See, if I find iron really close, I'll be pissed. I have a sneaking suspicion there was some towards this mountain. Cannot say whether that's true or not, but something tells me there's... Oh, iron. Damn it. Is that iron? Is that any closer to our base? Kind of. It's another deposit anyway, so we'll make note of it because we need lots and lots of iron. We'll call it iron 2. Very original. There we go. Okay, so we find iron. More iron? Jesus. Okay, well, we know iron's around here. I didn't take a note of nickel. Like a little pimple sticking out of the ground. Come on, nickel. Oh, was that something? I think I was just seeing things there. Come on, nickel. Oh, silicon. Well, if silicon's there, usually there might come in patches. So there's silicon there. Was there something over here? More silicon. More silicon. Anything else? Come on, nickel. Now that we're in the snowy bit, we might be actually able to see resources better, because it's, as I said in the previous video, it's like a piss stain yellow where resources are. So we might be able to find, like, here's some resources. What's it gonna be? Gold and silver. Okay. But you can see, yeah, there's like a little tinge to it, if you can see it. What about over here? Is that more gold? Probably. What's this gonna be? That's deep. What are you? Probably just more of the silver vein. Yeah. We got 47% in our jetpack. Let's see, can we see any more of that coloring in the snow? Great if we could. It's a great way to go from resource to resource in the snow. I don't know how to identify it yet for like normal grind. I'd say that's probably everybody's screaming that I've missed something. Don't want to go too much further, just with the jetpack and stuff, so we'll maybe start heading back to the base, but know that this is here, so this might be a good way to get some resources back. Do we see any nodes while we're up here? Do we see any nodes? Not that I can see. Oh well, it's annoying because it's out there, I just can't find it. Yeah, I wonder if we can make a couple more balls just before we head out, just so we can stay out a bit longer. So let's see what it would require to make some more balls. Is this refinery still refining that cobalt? Yes, it is. Let's see. We go into our backpack and... oh, it needs nickel. That's ironic. Okay. Alright, let's keep going. Maybe try this direction. I don't know if the game's coded to like give you the essential resources. Like the essential resources are always going to be like within 1,000 kilometers of your initial drop pod. I don't know if it works like that. Probably not. It would make this bit a lot less tedious. Oh, we've found so many silicon deposits. I have plenty of silicon. I just need nickel, nickel, nickel. We're at the art now. Nickel. I've been flying so bloody long. We're in the Arctic now. Oh, magnesium. Come on. More magnesium. More magnesium. More magnesium. Jesus Christ. Wherever we need magnesium, we know to come here. Come on, nickel. This is very annoying. I don't want to fly this far for nickel every time as well, so if we can get something closer to the base, it'll be great, but I'll just take anything right now. Just show me a nickel deposit. Come on. Might have to chop this one up to, not a loss completely, but a loss in this area, and just fly back home and maybe try a different direction, because it's just not giving me any over here. Oh, what's that? More silicon. Are you really... Look. Silicon, absolute asshole. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I just need to say I'm looking for silicon and then nickel will appear. Oh, come on. Silicon and magnesium again. Come on. Hey, we gotta head back to base because oh my gosh, we might not have enough fuel to get back to base here. Fingers crossed. Is that a node? That is a node. I'm gonna risk it. Gold, damn it. Okay, again, no nickel. Okay, let's try this direction. This gave us cobalt last time, so maybe they'll give us nickel. Silver, come on. Give me something other than bloody silver, silicon, magnesium. Gold too, come on. More gold, Jesus. Didn't know nickel was the most rare substance on the planet. Bloody ice. So we literally have an ice deposit sticking out of the ground. Okay, doesn't even look frozen. Before we even find nickel. This is just cruel. Will the desert hold any nickel in it? Not looking like it. What do we like for fuel? 36. Gonna start about thinking going back now as well. And it looks like it's going dark. Am I right in saying that? Yep, sun's probably setting. It's gonna be so annoying if we cannot find 1 ounce of nickel. It's always the one resource that you don't have as well. Node. Come on. Nickel. Say nickel. Silver. What a bitch. Come on. This is just so not fair at this point. Are you nickel? Another silver one. Fantastic. Okay, filled up again. Let's go this direction this time, I guess, and see if there's any nickel. You know, I've been searching for it for that long now that I'm now debating whether or not nickel is actually what it's called, and I'm just passing over it. I'm pretty sure it's... yeah, it is nickel. I'm doubting myself. Come on, give me something. Oh, go back. Cobalt. Really gonna give me cobalt? Cobalt, iron, cobalt and iron. Really? What does a brother have to do to get some nickel? Whoa, what is that? That looks crazy. Ice, fantastic. Magnesium, great. Find so much of that at the minute. I think the game just hates me. I think the game just wants to see like magnesium and silicon again. Fantastic. This really just isn't funny. We're at like over 20 minutes now of searching for nickel and still nothing. Literally every other resource that you could find on the planet has appeared except for nickel. Not even once. I'll head over to these spiky things. We've got enough fuel. I think we do. Wait, now we're going to start heading back to the base because our fuel is under halfway. So maybe like head back in this direction. Magnesium again. Great. The silicon, yeah, magnesium, silicon, the iconic duo. Does nickel just not spawn in this type of terrain? Like, is this where I'm going wrong? Is everyone telling me I should be in the mountains? I should be up in the ice biomes? I just thought resources weren't dependent on like location, but I could be wrong. It's beyond annoying. Like it was funny for the first couple times, but now it's just getting annoying. Oh jeez, that just scared the absolute shit out of me. Holy fuck, that scared the shit out of me. Do we have enough jetpack fuel to even get out there? Let's find out. Here we go. Let's once again transfer all of this stuff over. Transfer these out. And then transfer these in. Okay. And back we go. I spent half a day in game searching for nickel. Right, I'm going back to the snow place, so at least I can like see resources a lot easier there.
20 minutes later.
More silicon, come on. It's actually embarrassing for the game. It's just so embarrassing. You would think for me, but it's not. It's for the game. Like, I've literally been everywhere within like a 10-kilometer radius. Nothing. I've spent half an hour, 30 straight minutes looking for one resource. Found every other resource in the game, every other resource, multiple gold deposits, multiple silver, iron, cobalt, magnesium, silicon, all of them. Any nickel? Nah. I don't even know where to go next to search, like maybe like that direction. Okay, let's try this direction. I'm not giving up. I'm honestly, even though this is taking me over half an hour, I'm not giving up on finding nickel. To be honest, I really only thought it would have taken me a couple minutes, but nope. More silicon. Do you want to throw magnesium up as well? Nickel. Holy shit.
There it is. Magnum. Holy moly. Yeah, baby. That's what I've been waiting for.
There it is. Where'd it go? I seen it. Where'd it go? There she is. Oh my god. That took 32 minutes to find this. One of these. 32 minutes. My god. Anyway, we found it. So, thumbs up. We will put a GPS location on this bitch, call it nickel, and there we go. We have it saved. We finally find some nickel. Oh, okay, so after over half an hour, 32 minutes of just straight flying about and refueling, we found some nickel. What else we get on this episode? We got all those wind turbines set up. We got a battery. Actually, probably at this point, that battery is probably nearly fully charged by the 4 little dots. Oh, it's being used. So yeah, we could probably build more batteries. I think that battery will do us for now. It'll do a lot for us, but you never know. Something to take note of. What else? We got our cargo container set up. We got all of these conveyors set up, so it's a little bit more automated. We built the base a little bit, just actually fleshed it out. Died 2 or 3 times. We found nickel. We found the resources. We have progressed forward more. We built a door. I mean, what more could you ask for? But with the nickel deposit finally being found, I can safely wrap up this video. Once again, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for support on the first video. It did fantastic, and I really hope you guys are interested in watching somebody play this game for the first time, discovering what to do, what not to do, just as a complete and utter noob. I'm having a lot of fun, and I hope you guys are too. But without further ado, I've been Adequate. I hope you have enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next video.